between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Time running out here on the play clock. They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. On the left side, a catch by White. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's White. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
On first down, Trubisky. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. First down, they run with Howard. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Defense showing blitz. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go to Johnson again. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, Johnson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense.
Third down and 5. He'll look to throw. The 20. And he's able to find Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! Ty Montgomery, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have drawn even here with the extra point to come. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Trubisky with the give to Howard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Whoosh. Howard has the first down and then some. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. On first, they go right back to Howard. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Nick Perry in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, J.J. Nelson. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside. The 20-yard line. They'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Go, 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 run, run, run! Easy work. Easy work. Now let's go!
Now back to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On play action, they'll throw. It's caught. Nelson. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Check 99.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. On the toss, here's Johnson. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Watch it now, Barney. Good. Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danny Trevathan coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A first update now from Cincinnati. The Raiders are out to an early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go now.
They'll run from the pistol with Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. In motion goes the tight end. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They're in the second quarter at Heinz Field, and the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now the Packers get set to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Now a handoff. Johnson. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. second down now after the sack. Back to throw here. For the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll look to throw here. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Elsewhere, second half action at Heinz Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here we go now. Got three down. No. Check it out.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Now Trubisky to throw on second. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 4 yards on the pickup. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now Trubisky to throw. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Kenny Clark Able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. And the 49ers have scored again, really extending that lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. Start the drive. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. That's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, not a gain that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They go with Howard again. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Trubisky will throw out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Yes. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They run with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 57. Let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Check. Brando.
Here's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. On the left side, a catch by White. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give him 8 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Steele. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Watch that in. That is right. Here we go now. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Flushed out right. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Here we go now. Detroit.
On 3rd down, this is Howard. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Lucky 56. Leopard.
On 1st down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And now that one really widening up. The Bucs have just scored again. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they could hold on. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. He's back to throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. Looks like he'll throw here. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Trubisky on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
First and goal from the 8. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They slide Gronkowski out right. They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Green Bay, the win will come too late to
Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the back and I want on my 50s.